Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Silver Spoon Chapter 130 after 2 months. Again, 130 has finally gotten translated, so only 2 months till the final chapter gets translated, I guess. Not to shit on SenseScans, I know they're doing their best and they're understaffed, I'm not trying to shit on them, making a joke. Anyway, when we last left our heroes, after recording an interview for the Gensaji company, Okawa recorded the advertisement for Gensaji. Hachiken and the gang finally started at Yizo, College, where they were accosted by a bunch of clubs, including the S&M Club, who turned out to be run by the heiress of a pig farm, so Hachiken exchanged cards with her. Meanwhile, Yoshino landed in France for her stay there, where she saw the back of the head of someone who she thought might be Komaba. We'll see about that as we go into this chapter. So let's jump right on in to chapter 130, The Four Seasons, part 33. Only 2 chapters until the series' conclusion. The Komaba twins sure have grown since we last saw them. It is now the 4th summer since the Izono students were emancipated from slavery is crossed out, graduated from high school. So we've now cut 4 years. Okay. We're now in August 2017. And yeah, the Komaba twins are now, teenagers. Good afternoon. Hello, welcome. I think this is, the Mikage farm. We brought along a watermelon we picked. It's for you. And Granny Mikage, my, whoa, wonderful watermelon. Thanks so much. Give some to Great-Grandma as well. Is President Okawa here? We want to see the piggies. So I guess Okawa and Mikage, alright, because the Gensaji company land is in, is part of the Mikage farm, right? I'm not mistaken on that? I think so. And she points out, Mama Mikage points out Okawa slumped over a horse, unconscious. And the twins walk up to him. President, are you dead? And he looks up at them. I'm training it to let people ride it. Yup! And he, jumps off the horse. And Mikage's grandfather walks up. Hokkaido pony, eh? Where'd you snag it from? For the Minami Kujos. They said I can have it for cheap if I can train it for riding. First, I'm letting it get used to me as if I were just some luggage. And he jumps back onto it, leaning over it. I see. That's like how we train particularly temperamental ones. We let him get used to having a rope on him first. And I think, is this Mikage's dad walking up? I think so. It's kind of hard to tell. Huh? You fixin' to ride this, President Okawa? Yup. I was thinking about what both Hachiken and I had in common, and it hit me. Horses. I was thinking about how much potential horse riding has. There are so many ways we can use this land. I mean, why can't I talk tonight? What the fuck is the matter with me? Sorry. Focusing. You leave the pigs alone with some bamboo, and before you know it, they've cleared it all out. We can reclaim some of the wilderness by leaving it to the pigs. Us humans can adjust the fine details. It'll take time, but for very little effort. I think we can expand the scale of the farm. I'll have this image of the pigs chewing on the bamboo. They tear through the annoying bamboo like it's nothing. So clearing out the bamboo is what he wants to do. Okay, again, my lack of farming knowledge sometimes hinders me with this series. Anyway, so I figured a horse would be better at getting around the wilderness than a car. And Grandpa looks at him. You're right. Even lumberjacks will use horses when their vehicles can't get into the forest. Hokkaido ponies are smaller than thoroughbreds and able to make tight turns, and they'll be able to carry things we need for the farm. And since they don't have a complex diet, we can just leave it to graze the land when we don't need it. So you want to use the pigs and this horse to expand the farmland, eh? And Okawa gives him the thumbs up. After all, even at Izono, Hachiken and them were given the honorable opportunity to cultivate the land as a byproduct of their work. I love the hatred everyone has for high school in this series. They love it, but it's also fucking garbage. Anyway, but best of all, this horse is a gold mine for our social media advertising. Let's spruce up the Mikage farmlands. Let's reduce the effort of patrolling the land and advertise at the same time. Let's make this a place where horses can feel at home. It could be a real wonderland. And Papa Mikage, I don't know. I don't have a good eye for making something like that cost-effective. Well, give it a shot. I'd be keen to use the land you end up freeing up, so thanks. Also, look. And Papa Mikage directs his attention over. You sure put a twinkle in Grandpa's eyes, and we see Grandpa's, like, eyes shining as he, like, rubs the horse. President! Hold on, Okawa calls Grandpa president? What's up? I don't know what that's about. Anyway, you've got some free time, right? You want to take care of this horse for me? And Grandpa just looks at him, and he just lets out this big old grin. And Dad looks over at him. Making an old retired man work for you. What sort of shady operation you running here? And Okawa like leans back, arms on the gate. I'm starting a revolution. President Mikage is a pro with horses. If I were to only train the horse in between taking care of the pigs, it would get stressed. I want the horse to be happy to work for us. Such a cute pony. I used to ride these all the time. Mama Mikage just like looks at him. Good for you, Gramps. And then, oh no! Did Great Grandma die? She has a shrine. I mean, she lived a long life, but no. Anyway, Grandma makes the offering of the watermelon and looks back. Grandpa sure has perked up. I bet he'll spend all this time with that horse. And we finally get our chapter title, The Four Seasons Part 33, but we all knew that. Only 2 chapters until the end, the blurb reminds us. And we see Yizo College and horse riding going on. I guess that's Mikage? Aki on the horse? Yeah, and Aki like jumps over the obstacle. Hello, is Mikage here? It's Aikawa. Aikawa has showed up. I'm here, what's up? You know where Hachiken went? Why are you asking me? Yoshino gets back from France today, so I thought we'd all go out for drinks, but I've been everywhere and can't find him. Oh, so I guess I was kind of confused how if we were jumping 4 years later, we would get the resolution on Komaba might be in France storyline. Oh, but I know what's about to happen. We're about to find out that Yoshino and Komaba got married. That's my prediction. Just y'all wait and see. Today? Yup, she texted me a little while ago. Yoshino really marches by the beat of her own drum. So they're walking off, talking about Yoshino. And Mikage looks at her phone. Ah, you're right. She texted me too. So did Tama. Inada's on summer break, so he's coming in from Sapporo too. He said we should all meet up here. The wheat harvest is around this time, so isn't everyone busy? That's true. Reminds me of the time we all escaped from the dorm into the giant combine tractor. God, what a fucking chapter that was. What a legendary scene that was. And yeah, Yoshino and Tama and, I can't tell who the other person is, finally arrive, and Yoshino waves at them. Hey, Aki, Aikawa! And Aikawa sees them. Well, speak of the devil. Yoshino moves too quick! And yeah, they arrive. I met up with Tamako on the way. Long time no see. And Aikawa looked at Tamako. Aren't you hot in that scarf? So you were headed home too, Tama? I need to solidify my... that was way too deep a voice for Tama. Sorry. Why can't I do I need? I need. Sorry, this is what happens when I'm off my meds. I'm fucking delusional. Anyway, I need to solidify my position in order to take over my family's business. And Aikawa finally notices our mystery guest. And who is this? And Yoshino introduces them. This is Andre from France. Hello. Oh, welcome to Japan. Hello. We've been studying cheese together in France. I'm Mayumi's boyfriend. Nice to meet you. Well, there goes my theory. She's not married to Komaba. She's dating Andre. You got a French boyfriend? Wow, nice to meet you, Andre. The pleasure is mine. There's like, you see a shot of the squirrel looking at them. I'm not sure why we get that. We talked about the anime Nishikawa lent me. Andre was really into it. He apparently learned Japanese from watching anime. He takes off his shirt, button-up shirt to reveal a t-shirt beneath it. Kunoshisu is the best! I see. His knowledge and sense of taste for cheese is unparalleled. He's a cheese otaku. God level, I'm not even close! And Tama looks at her. What a great partner. Don't let him go. But more than all of that, he has a great personality. And Aki just smiles. That's the most important part. I wanted to see how cheese was made in Japan. Of course, I want to try as much cheese as possible. And I came to see the Holy Land! God, he's a fucking weeb! Andre's a fucking weeb! Yeah, we'll get you to Tokyo and I'll introduce you to Nishikawa. He'll show you around. Mr. Nishikawa, my master, my god, I finally get to meet you! So, is what I'm getting at here that Andre was already a weeb before meeting Yoshino, or did Yoshino get him into the anime that turned him into a weeb, and that's why he's so obsessed with Nishikawa? Anyway, we have this image of Nishikawa. Huh? You're coming to Tokyo during Oban? Perfect. Let's go to Tokyo Big Sight. Tokyo Big Sight is a famous international convention center, often hosts to anime conventions. Anyway, Tama asks her, Yoshino, what exactly did you tell Nishikawa? And Aikawa off in the background, I guess he's not going home for Oban. And Aikawa says, I bet you're all, turns to Yoshino. Sorry, so many names here. I bet you're all excited to get home and use your family's dairy processing facilities. And Yoshino, freezes. The cheese processor. So listen to this. I was gonna use the dairy facilities, when I got home, right? And she turns around, the same hollowed-out face from the graduation. My family decided to stop doing dairy processing and instead raise cattle for beef. And everyone just freezes. And we cut to the horse races. And so I guess they go to the horse races to talk now, and they're kind of continuing the conversation. That makes sense. The beef industry has really taken off recently. Indeed, many milk processors are making the transition from dairy to cattle. And everyone else is kind of fine, except for Yoshino, who's like a hollowed out shell on the ground, reaching for Tama. Tamako, teach me how to take over my family's business. And Aki looks over. We only have one milk cow now, but the price of male cows has really gone up. Male cows born into a dairy farm are generally used for meat and thus quickly sold to cattle farms. And then Tama says, and right now, Primi Gravita Holsteins fetch a really high price, too. And Aikawa turns to her, the influx of dairy farmers quitting has risen, so the market is very competitive for the Primi Gravita heifers. And then there's this whole definition of Primi Gravita that I'm not going to read because there are already too many words on this page. That's deep in the farming nitty gritty of this series. It's not the part I'm good at. Anyway, Yoshino is now back on at least human levels, talking now. The price of unprocessed milk hasn't gone up, so we're seeing more dairy farmers call it quits. So we're seeing a decrease in domestically produced milk. So it's up to the remaining dairy farmers to squeeze out as much as they can, but the farmers can't keep up with production without more cows. God, I cannot fucking talk tonight. What is the matter with me? And thus the competition for Primi Gravita heifers. That's the gist of it. I see. Andre, just like me, is getting hit with a wall of text that he does not understand. France and Japan's dairy farmers share very similar problems. Really? We have commonality. So I guess he doesn't understand that they're just all uniting over that. And Aki's off thinking to herself, I can't tell them the Mikage Ranch made a huge profit selling our calves and Primi Gravita heifers. I hate that word. I don't quite understand enough about the context as to why that's a bad thing, but sure. Okay. I don't know. Again, when the series works on the is about the characters who happen to be in farming, I can jive with it really well. When it's about the nitty-gritty of farming, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, Aki turns back. Did you make a reservation? Not yet. Yoshino, I hope they have good cheese. Then how about we make a reservation at one of the restaurants in the food market district, where you can eat all sorts of cheese. Want to join us, Andre? I'd love to. Who else can we call this nearby? Beppu? And Yoshino corrects her. Beppu went to learn how to run a ramen shop. And all three of them, even Aikawa, who's running in the same circles as Aki, is shocked. Ramen? You start up a ramen stand in Russia. Oh, okay. He's in fucking Russia now. It's called Beppu Sapporo Ramen of St. Petersburg. That seems like it would cause confusion as to whether it's in Hokkaido, Oita, or St. Petersburg. Sapporo was in Hokkaido, and Beppu was also the name of a city in Oita Prefecture. Okay, so there's the third thing there. Oh, right! The Russians! I forgot that Hachiken's brother married a Russian girl. Who we see at Beppu's ramen stand. Wow, what a great taste! You're good, Beppu. Oh, not at all. I'm only following Shingo's recipe. Perhaps I could use less roasted pork fillet. People tend to think of Japanese cuisine as being healthy. What are you saying? Humans have a higher body fat percentage than pigs. We see that humans are somewhere male 10 to 20%, female 20 to 30%, while pigs are at a 15%. If you add the body fat of a human and a pig and then divide it by 2, the percentage decreases. In other words, eating pork ends up being healthy. That's not how that works, Beppu, but okay. Shingo's wife, yes, I have no idea what you're saying. If we're talking healthy, I think of veggie ramen. Vegetarianism is becoming more popular after all. Let's see. I'll ask Shingo to... I can't talk! Why can't I fucking talk, y'all? It's driving me fucking bonkers. Even the water isn't drying me out. I'm still gonna drink it anyway, but you know what I mean. I just want to say, I am sorry to anyone who's watching this video, because I am fucking delirious. I have no idea what's going on right now. I don't have a single fucking clue, and I'm sorry for anyone whose time I'm wasting. Maybe I'm just in a really bad mental state right now. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get back to the chapter itself, I think. That's what we're here for, you know? Anyway, let's see. I'll ask Shingo to develop a new recipe. And we know that Shingo's wife is pregnant? I didn't think we did. But he has a daughter now who is riding him like a horse. I get what you're saying, Beppu, but the wife grabs him by the shoulders. The only thing that man should do is develop the menu. Do not let him in the kitchen, okay? He's like freaking out, okay. And Aki says Yugo's wife is helping him out, which is wrong, because she's dating Yugo, I thought. Shingo's wife, as is fairly obvious. And Yoshino asks, what about Tokiwa? Tokiwa's wife is about to have a baby, so he can't come. Tokiwa got married? And wait, hold on, what the fuck? Tokiwa got married and his wife is pregnant? By the way, they already have 2 kids. 2 kids? Yeah, Yoshino is me right now. What? When he was interning overseas, their first kid came, and they got baby fever. That guy sure knows how to go on the attack. Aikawa, I knew they were married, but to think they already have 2 kids. They work fast. I'm shocked that Aikawa would only know one of those facts. Anyway, so where's Hachiken? Yoshino turns to Aki, and Aki just asks, why does everyone think I know? Ask him yourself. Why does I have such a hard thing to say? Does anyone else ever have that problem where they can't say words? Sorry, focus. Sorry, again, my meds are out, and I have not gotten them refilled yet. And it's 12:20 in the morning, and I should not have started this video so late, but here I fucking am, and I'm sorry for all of you dealing with my ramblings. God, this is gonna be the worst video I've ever made. Let me try this again. One more time, we're on the last couple of pages, home stretch. I haven't been able to get a hold of his phone since this morning. I figured Aki would at least know where he is. Ah, that's right. You went on a business trip yesterday. Oh, she finally remembered? What the fuck? And she tries to call him. Yup, I can't connect to his phone either. And Tama asks, where did he go? And we see Hachiken, and he looks like a businessman. Where am I? Hachiken is lost in a big old wheat field. Next time, our coming-of-age agricultural comedy comes to an end. So yeah, this is the penultimate chapter. Whew. I hope in the next video I'm not in this awful mental state. Because, God, I can't imagine anyone made it this far with all of my ramblings and my apologizing and... Oof, this was a bad video. And if this was not a channel predicated on live reactions and not knowing what's going to happen before you read the thing, I would have not finished recording this, but here we are. I don't know, I'm really fucking sorry about this video. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a mix of, even during Fire Force today was generally a much easier read. I was tripping up on words more than usual, and Silver Spoon is a really, really heavy read. With just so much dialogue and so much concepts I have no knowledge about. So it was just kind of maybe a perfect storm of being fucked up. But anyway, we're almost at the final chapter now, without Hachiken, who I guess will be the focus of the final chapter. And a lot of things have changed. Particularly, Great Grandma is dead is the first thing. No word on what exactly happened with Komaba in France. Though maybe that'll happen next time. I hope we get some resolution to Komaba being in France. Because that was just a random thing 129 threw out there, without any follow-up. So, I don't know what's up with that, unless next chapter kind of fills that in. Anyway, the big thing is Yoshino returning to Japan after 4 years in France, which gives us an opportunity to kind of find out what's been going on with her, and then what's been going on with the rest of the cast. So, you know, her family's raising beef instead of dairy. Beppu's running a ramen shop in Russia with the help of Shingo. Let's see, Toki was married? And Hachiken is lost in a wheat field. So we'll see what comes of that next time when 131 gets published. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you somehow found it in your heart to enjoy this video, or at least the chapter. If you did, drop me a like, or subscribe, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!